So I've chucked the horn on. I did buy a new horn for it. You can see it just down there. Let's check it. It's a really loud horn. Seats are bolted down, tanks bolted down, side panels are bolted on. Tomorrow, pre-MOT checks, side panels on the engine, just that bit there. And pump the tyres, just get them to the right pressures if they're not. All rear reflector there, forgot about that, it needs to be on to pass. And another test run tomorrow to see that it's all good still. No smoke today, remember, no smoke, that's good, no thick smoke. There's, I think the valve stem oil seal solved that issue. It could be the carbs as well, that could have been a mixture of both, but tomorrow I'll give it a bit of a longer run up and down. I'll idle it a bit longer, I'll top it up with fuel, and I'll make sure I give it a good running and idling tomorrow. But everything was better today. The gear changed, getting into neutral, everything fell into place, and I'm happy with it. I'm not happy with the overall outcome of it. The seat's bad. I've ordered a speedo cable that may or may not be the right one. Ideally I'd want a new front seat. The others are good. It's that one there. I've looked everywhere and I haven't quite found the exact one. One looks close, but it hasn't got the right fixings, and I'm not sure I can switch them across. So a couple of small bits holding this back, but nothing to worry about actually. Very happy with it. It's gone from being very much a zero to no, it's not a hero actually. It's an everyday usable bike. Someone's going to get a year or two out of it for a reasonable price. Good, let's pack away, I'm tired.
The next day.
Hi everyone, welcome back. I've just come back from a meeting. I'm actually going to try my luck today, I think. I'm going to do some pre-MOT checks on this, and if it has it all, I'm going to chuck it in a SIP fan and take it for MOT today. I put the little reflector on the back. I feel like there was something else I was missing yesterday, but I forgot what it is. Maybe it was the horn, but I've done that. Right, where's the ignition? Horn, indicators, good. Alright, no indicator there. That's kind of what happens. Normal lights and brake lights, good, and I know we have high beam and low beam. Shocks are dry, not leaking. Exhausts are secure, suspension's good. Right, I think we're good overall. I'm happy. Okay, right, I'm going to hire a SIP fan. I think there's one around the corner right now. Chuck it in and take it for MOT. Everything else, as far as I'm aware, is good and solid. I don't think I've missed anything. Speedo cable's not needed. It's good, it's going. I'm going to try. Waiting for an MOT, I say it every time, but it's so nerve-wracking and it doesn't really get easier no matter how many you do. Yeah, I guess when you hire a fan, when you do it this way, there's extra expense in it if you have to go back and forward. If one bulb doesn't work, you saw that the bulb was a bit touchy earlier. When I get back, I'm going to take all 4 bulbs out, give them a good scuff, because that's what they need. They've just oxidized the touch. They need a good scuff, and then if it passes, right? Today is Friday. I'm not going to advertise it this weekend. I want the new speedo cable to arrive first. I want to look at it properly when I'm back and decide whether I need to buy that second exhaust or not. The only reason I'm considering not is because it's hidden under the first one. You can't really see it, and I'll show you a good view later walking around the bike to see if it's obvious. It would be really loud. At the moment, it's a nice noise. If you add the second exhaust, it will be really loud. So there we go. We got an MOT pass. Really interesting. This morning I wasn't even considering an MOT. I was considering an MOT for tomorrow, but the last two bits needed was that reflector which I've put on, it's there at the back, and the horn which I threw on quickly yesterday. Everything else has been done over the last 6 weeks, 7 weeks. So actually it kind of is done really, apart from that front cable for the speedo. Rear brakes working well because that caused us issues before. Front brakes are great. Rear brake is good now. Carbs are brand new. Fuel is flowing and no issues there at all. Air filter's clean. Oil's brand new. Seat will be waterproof, but it's nothing special. It's nothing great. We got all that silly paint off. We still have that bit of an issue there. I have a slight plan for it, but in a way the plan's going to look silly. I'm thinking about putting on one of them tank pads here. I've got a bunch in there that just stick on. It will just clean that up. It will look a bit silly on a cruiser, but it will just clean that up. Wheels need a little bit of something, but I hate cleaning wheels because it's so tight and intricate down there. But ultimately there's a bike here that someone will get at a reasonable price. So let's have a look at the exhausts. I really don't think it's enough of an issue for me to change. I don't think I'm going to. I don't want a big fat one on the top. I like the slim line. The other one's underneath. This is the angle of the bike on its side stand as well. So if anyone's walking past, this is the angle. This is what you're looking at. I don't think it's enough of an issue for me to change. I don't want it to be considered a bodge job, but it's a nice sound from one. The other one's quiet. I think at this stage I'm going to leave it, unless people are strongly against that. If people are strongly against that, I'll put the other one on. If they're not and they think this works for an £850 bike, then I'll leave it. To be fair, if someone buys this for £850, the new owner can do what they want. They can get a brand new full set of the originals for 150 quid. At that price, once you've tested it and rode it and you realise it's for you, it don't hurt for you to put, 150 quid into a brand new set, does it? And the new owner, I mean. Everything else is done. Yeah. Cool. Let me get this fan back and I'm going to chill for a bit. I forgot to put the little side plates on here, look. There should be little side plates on. They're in there somewhere. The bike, with the new carbs, the bike looks quite clean actually. Gary's coming today. He just wants to clean his chain. He's dead set that there's something wrong with his chain. I test rode his bike last week and there was nothing wrong with it. So me and Gary get into these little things. They're not arguments or anything, but discussions about his bike. He's kind of uber sensitive to his bike, and yeah. And then I test ride it, and there's nothing on there that I would change at this stage. But he's saying the chain feels weird. Now, we tightened the chain up last week to help it feel better. So I've told him today to get a good chain cleaner. No messing around, no petrol. Just go and get an off-the-shelf chain cleaner that you sit on the chain for 10 minutes, and then we polish off afterwards. That's what I've told him to do. And then a good wax, and we're going to give it a good clean and a good wax. Because, I test rode the bike. There was nothing wrong with it. So all you can do is problem is you'll end up putting in money into something, and it just won't feel right, because bikes just change. They just feel slightly different over time. It's very common. With this, I'm going to throw the side plates on. I'm going to start it up a few times today. I'm going to make sure we're circulating fuel. I've got some spare fuel in a can here. I'm going to top it up. Although I need to top the CB up a bit as well. And just make sure it is doing everything it needs to do, because next weekend it's going up for sale, and hopefully it's out soon. That's off choke. It's so smooth. It sounds great. That's the best it's run and sounded in a long time. No fluctuation in revs. Yeah, very happy to sell this one. This one does give me that feeling, that slight nervous feeling though with Chinese bikes, because it's a Chinese bike. But again, for the price $850, it's a sold as seen bike. No warranty, of course, at the price. and hopefully someone will get a year or two out of it. Right, Danny's coming, Rabjab's coming, Gary's coming. It's going to be a party. All we need now is Sultan to turn up.